Recently, Roblox added a new API for developers. This API would let developers mess with audios in ways they've never been able to on Roblox before. For example, they can now listen to people's voice chat for specific words, and some developers would use that to make stuff like this.
Explode.
But shortly after this new API was released, it was disabled for the general public, and therefore, no developers could take advantage of this new API on their Roblox games. And I think it was because Roblox had some issues with it that they wanted to fix before letting everyone have access to it. But around 2 months after they disabled this API, I noticed something. There was a game that was blowing up all around Roblox called Voice Control Obby. You might have heard of it. Basically, you would join the game, and whenever you would scream into your microphone, you would jump. Pretty cool game idea, to be honest. And as soon as I laid my eyes on this game, I realized something. That the new API audio thing that I thought was disabled was not actually disabled. And ideas instantly started spiraling around my head, with the main idea of a game being a horror game where the monster could hear everything you said and could even respond. Now, obviously, I'm way too stupid to do that, so instead I set my sails on a more simple horror game where the monster could just simply hear you in general, like hear you speak and stuff, because that was way more feasible for me, especially for my peanut-sized brain. So I opened up Roblox Studio, and I didn't have access to this new API. Fast forward until 4 days ago, and I basically realized that I had access to the new API all along. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, I had access this whole time, and I instantly got to work on a new game where basically a monster could hear you speak. I thought it was kind of a cool idea. I don't know. But before we get into that, can you just please subscribe? We're trying to hit 100K, and we're actually kind of close. And for every 1 subscriber I get on this channel, I will pet my cat once, okay? So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. All right, let's see if this works. I just spent like an hour on this. Okay, so it's working. I have voice... Oh my god, it's working. These numbers mean so much to me. Yeah, the louder I am, the higher these numbers get. That's pretty cool, dude. All right, cool. Nice. Thanks. All right, so I made it so whenever I'm too loud, it spawns something. Hello? Oh my god. Okay, so when I'm too loud, it spawns a bunch of blocks. All right, that's perfect. That's what I wanted. Can I get out of here? Please, let me out. Now, the first step in this whole game was making a pathfinding AI thing, where basically you would make a little NPC guy chase after the closest player that last said something on voice chat or like made a noise. I made a little zombie that chases you when you speak. Hello, zombie. Yeah! And boom, it was pretty easy. Now, from this point forward, the game got a lot more complicated, kind of, because all I had at this point was a gimmick. I had no gameplay loop or main game idea in my head. All I wanted to do was just make a monster hear what you were saying. So I sketched out a plan on how this game would work. By sketched out, I mean I literally just stole like the whole gameplay loop from this game, Escape Black Cat. I played it and I thought it was pretty fun, so I was like, hey, why not? Basically how the game works is you just find keys, you go into doors, and then you find more keys and go into more doors. It's pretty simple and it's pretty fun, to be honest. So I set sails on making a game exactly like that, but with a monster that could hear you speak, because I thought that was a bit cooler. First I made a map, then I made some doors, and then I made some keys. Pretty dang simple. So now you can get keys, and then you can take those to doors, and you can go through those doors into other rooms that have obstacle courses and other things that I'm not really going to show on video, because I'll leave that to you if you want to go play the game. But either way, after I had this all done, the game felt pretty linear and boring. Like, it was just kind of one task over and over and over again, which it's kind of annoying. The little obstacles that you do are different, but I mean, it's just kind of lame. So I tried spicing it up with 2 other tasks that you have to do to beat the game, with one of them being figuring out a code that's on the wall. I'm not going to tell you to figure it out, and picking up some money on the ground, because yeah, you need $5. Now, throughout all the playtests, I always kind of felt like I would get stuck sometimes, because every task in this game does make a noise. Say you fail an obstacle, you'll get kicked out of the obstacle, and it'll play a weird noise that will alert the monster. Or say you're entering a code on the wall, it might make a noise that'll make the monster run over to you. So basically, every time you do something in this game, there is a chance that the monster will run over to your location and camp it until you make another noise so it can kill you. So what I did is I added some bells around the map. You can ring these bells and they will do absolutely nothing other than alert the monster to go over to that location. So if you have a monster that's camping something that you need access to, you can just go ring a bell on the other side of the map so he'll get the heck out of your face. I mean, you could also just yell in your microphone, but I mean, sometimes you don't want to do that, you know? And boom, at this point, the game is actually just completely done. It's not like the best, most engaging horror game, but I think it's a little fun because, you know, the monster can hear you. I also added some other things like this little voice meter at the top of the screen, which shakes when you're too loud, which I think is pretty cool. But other than that, that's the whole game, guys. If you want to go play it, it's in the description. It probably is going to have a lot of bugs, okay? Because halfway through making this game, I low-key gave up, guys. But either way, yeah, you can go play it. Bye.